Good morning, everybody, and happy Cinco de Mayo. Da, 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 da. All right. I'm here today to tell you guys a little bit about myself. Some of you may know who I am. For those who don't, I'm going to kind of just give you a quick introduction. My name is Caitlin McVeigh. I am going to be 25 years old tomorrow. Woohoo! I was born with Ehlers Danlos Syndrome, which is a genetic disorder where I do not have collagen like most people. So collagen is the glue to your body. Ligaments and tendons are supposed to be like rubber bands and elastic. The collagen is what makes them elastic. So I don't have that. So my ligaments and tendons that hold my joints together, it's like taffy. They just pull and kind of tear. And they might, have a little bit of elasticity in them, but not a whole lot. So on a daily basis, this causes multiple dislocations, subluxations. I've had to have both of my ankles surgically repaired because when I was younger, Ehlers Danlos Syndrome, or EDS, is kind of a rare disorder. Not a lot of doctors know about it. It's becoming more and more prevalent now. Doctors are recognizing when I go in the ER, they're not, hang on while I Google what that is by your bedside. Like, ugh. But, so, I got diagnosed at the age of 15. That was my freshman year of high school. And I got to spend a total of 32 days in the classroom with my classmates. The rest of the year, I was in a wheelchair. I had vertigo. I had awful migraines that would put me in the hospital for 2 weeks at a time. Just all this stuff went kind of awry and crazy, and nobody could figure it out. And it got to the point where we went to so many doctors that they said, it's in your head. You're not in pain, it's in your head. Well, that made it even worse. So finally I found a doctor, a neurologist in Port Huron, and he's the one that diagnosed me. He's the one that has been treating me. As you can see, I did say I spent 9 months in a wheelchair. I am up and I am moving. Yay! It took quite a long time. So after that, I started having organ troubles. I've had my appendix and gallbladder removed, which most people kind of have that surgery. But then we found out my pancreas, I was born with a deformed pancreas, which is called pancreatic divisium. It's where my bile ducts weren't draining into my stomach. So it overworked my appendix, it overworked my gallbladder. And then when it had nothing else to overwork, it started turning my stomach tissue into pancreatic tissue to try and keep me alive. I went down to 90 pounds. I couldn't eat. I could hardly drink. I developed this thing called visceral hypersensitivity. It's pretty much fibromyalgia on the inside of your organs and stomach. So I could be swallowing water and it feels like glowing hot razor blades all the way down through my bowels, everything. So that was kind of awful. In 2013, I developed myocarditis and pericarditis, which pericarditis is when the sac around your heart fills up with water, and that can constrict your heart from beating. Well, at the same time, I had a viral infection inside my heart, which was the myocarditis, and my muscles were swollen. My heart muscle was swollen up. So it was just not letting my heart do what it was supposed to do. I spent a week in the hospital. I got airlifted from Port Huron, Michigan to Ann Arbor U of M Hospital in Michigan. It took months, but they got me going again. Everybody thought they were going to lose me, both on my heart and my pancreas, but I'm doing okay. I'm still breathing and kicking, Back in 2012, I believe, I had paralysis on my left side. I woke up at night and I felt my tingling in the face. And so I was like, oh, that's really weird. Okay, so I went to get out of bed and I just fell because I couldn't use my left arm. I couldn't use my left leg. And it didn't matter how many times I tried. It wasn't working. So I ended up going back to the hospital. Again, got transferred to U of M, not by air this time. It wasn't an emergency. And it took a long time and a lot of rehab and a lot of positive energy to get me up and going without a wheelchair, cane, or a walker. But I did it. You guys, I did it. I promise, okay? So recently, yesterday, I've been having heart troubles again, where my heartbeat just races up. And it feels like I'm running like 3 miles and I'm just sitting on a couch. So nobody could really figure it out. We're still kind of waiting. But yesterday I went in and I had a procedure where they put 4 catheters through the groin artery and go up to my heart. And they were trying to find arrhythmia or something to try and go in and do an ablation where they burn that signal that isn't supposed to be firing in my heart, which causes it to beat too fast. Unfortunately, they were unsuccessful. I got to come home though, thank God, from the hospital. But then I go back today in probably about 2 hours, and they are going to make an incision in my chest, and they are going to insert a loop heart monitor, which goes on the inside of your skin and down into your chest. And what that's going to do is it's going to record everything. Arrhythmias, too fast of a heartbeat, too low of a heartbeat, electrical signals, all that stuff. So the reason I'm coming on to do this today is I get so many people that text me and say, oh my God, I have no freaking clue how you do this. I would never be able to do what you do. Number one, I was born with Ehlers Danlos Syndrome, so not that I don't feel pain. However, I had to live with it so long and I'm still, living with it. I just try and block it out of my head. I mean, you kind of get used to it and just kind of roll with it. You can't let things drag you down in life. I mean, yeah, it's been rough. It's been really rough. I had to give up going to college for nursing, which was extremely hard. I've been fired from the last 4 jobs due to my health conditions and everything that goes into chaos with my body. So it's been extremely rough. I want to get back into college and stuff, but my health is just not permitting me to right now. So here's a way that I like to explain this. My stroke, my heart problems, my pancreas, my stomach, my appendix, my gallbladder, every single time I have bounced back. Okay? So as long as you have a positive attitude in life, like I am at rock bottom right now, and it sucks. It really does. But I'm going to keep going. Because I'm going to keep going for everyone out there that has Ehlers Danlos Syndrome, that is sick with diabetes, or, they have a hard time getting up and getting motivated and, oh my God, this is awful. No, you can do this, guys, okay? It would be so extremely easy for me to be in my bed sleeping right now. Especially since they did the catheters. I'm kind of sore, but that's no way to live. And even though my illness has taken quite a bit from me, it hasn't taken my positive energy, and it never will. I don't care if I end up being 90 pounds again and starving myself. I will push through whatever I have to push through. And afterwards, I will bounce back. and I try and bounce back even better than I was before, because you have to push forward. There's no way that you can let yourself fall off. So this month is Ehlers Danlos Syndrome month, awareness month, I should say. It's May. Also my birth month, so this month is extra special to me. And I'll explain like the zebra. If you guys, I don't know if you can see, I'm kind of like obsessed with zebra, but that's because zebra print is the color of our ribbon and for awareness and everything. So, you know, I am zebra strong, okay? Ugh. And that's all that matters. As long as I stay strong, and I have a freaking fantastic family and support group. All of my family, my friends, even people that I just have on Facebook that I've met, you know, somewhere at a function or something, they all cheer me on, man. They get on there, and my friends, the night before I have surgery, they tell me to kick its ass. They tell me to keep going, and I am strong enough, and they need me to stay strong for them. And I can, because they're strong for me. And that's amazing. So, just don't give up, you guys. Think of a bouncy ball. You're gonna hit bottom, but as long as you freaking spring up, you're good. Now you have another choice in life, which I've not chosen to do, but you're either going to bounce back or you're going to drag yourself down so bad that you're going to crash. Okay, depression happens. I wouldn't say I'm depressed, but there's days where I just throw up. I have sweats. I have a very strict diet I have to follow. If one little thing goes wrong, my stomach, it just rebels against me. I've dislocated my hip and had to, you know, just lay on the ground for a while and cry and just be pathetic for a second. But I always have someone that comes and says, get up, let's go. And in my mind now, I am that person. I am that person that sits there and says, no, you're not sleeping anymore. I don't care how bad it hurts. We're going to get up and do this today. So, I'm going to leave you guys with this. You have two options in life. You can bounce back. You can have an awesome rebound, and you can just run with it. You may not be able to do the things you once could, but make the most out of what you can do now. Okay? If you sit there and pour me and everything, and you don't talk to people and you just isolate yourself, well, that's not healthy. So, here's our rebound, our people that bounce back. They stay strong, even though they hit the bottom, they will come back, and that is me. And then here are the other people, okay? So, you can bounce back and keep going, or you can allow yourself to shatter like an egg. And that's not okay, because you are strong and you can do this. Cancer, I mean, all these awful diseases and disorders are out there, and it happens. But you just have to keep yourself strong enough. Get a awesome support group like I have. Like, oh my God, I'd be lost without them. And just go out and do it, okay, guys? All right, that's my spiel for you today. So hopefully you guys took something from that. And please share this video. You never know who's struggling right now, or who just needs that little inspiration this morning to maybe get them out of bed, to get them to get up and get dressed, or, you know, just simple things. So, happy Cinco de Mayo, you guys. I will see you guys later, and I hope you guys enjoyed our topic. Yeah. All right, guys. Till next time. Bye.